How's it going, everyone? In this video, we'll be discussing the following riddle. A family has 2 kids, and at least one of them is a girl. So what is the probability that the other kid is also a girl? Now, if you want to figure out the answer yourself, pause now, because I'm about to solve it. So, solution in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So, before I give you the right answer, let's talk about commonly given wrong answers. So, very often people will say that, oh, well, the probability is 0.5. Because it doesn't matter if your first kid is a boy or a girl, the chances of your second kid being a girl is 0.5. And the flaw in that analysis is that they're assuming the first child is a girl. But that's not the conditions of the riddle. It says at least one of them is a girl. It might be the first, it might be the second. And that changes things. Okay, so it's not 0.5. Another commonly given incorrect response is that it's 0.25 because of all the possibilities of 2 kids being boys or girls. 1/4 of those cases is 2 girls. And although it is true that 1/4 of those cases is 2 girls, well, we're not looking at all the cases. We're looking specifically at the cases where at least one of them is a girl. And that changes things. So, let's get to it. Let's create a table, and on the top we will have what the first kid is. So the first child can either be a boy or a girl, and on the left here we'll have the second child, who can also be a boy or a girl. And so your options are a boy followed by a boy, a girl followed by a boy followed by a girl, or a girl followed by a girl. And for simplicity, let's say there's 100 families. Okay, well, you expect half of them would fall into this category, right? 50 out of the 100. And of those 50, you'll have half of them with the second child being a boy, and half of them with the second child being a girl. Because it is correct that regardless of what your first child is, second child, 50-50 chance, boy or girl. Now, what if your first child is a girl? Well, same thing, right? If we're dealing with 100 kids in total, you can expect that, 100 families, right? So 50 of them had a girl first. Well, of those 50, half of them have a boy as their second child, half of them has a girl as their second child. So 25 out of 100 for each of these 4 cases. And so people think, oh, well, 25 out of 100 is the portion of families with 2 girls. So that's the probability. 25 out of 100 or 0.25. But again, we're not looking at all the families. We're saying at least one of them is a girl. See, that's the key phrase in this riddle. And if we're saying that at least one of them is a girl, then it's given that we're dealing with families that have at least one girl. And that is these families right here. Okay, we are not considering the families who don't have at least one girl. We're only dealing with these 75 families, or 0.75 of the total. So, given that we are only considering this section here, right? Given that the family with 2 kids has at least one girl, what's the probability that the second kid is also a girl? 25 out of the total, which is 75. And that comes to 1 out of 3, or about 33%. And that's the right answer. And it's counterintuitive because people think, oh, 2 kids, right? It has to be, 1/4 or 1/2, something to do with a power of 2. But no, it actually turns out to be 1/3. Now, rather than solving this from first principles, you could also solve it just theoretically. So by definition, the probability of event A is the number of outcomes corresponding to event A as a portion of the total possible outcomes. Now, what happens if we look at conditional probability? Well, the probability of event A given that event B happened, based on that above concept, well, what are the number of outcomes corresponding to event A given that B happened? Well, that's the number of outcomes corresponding to A and B, right? Because A happens under the conditions that B happens as well. And your total number of possible outcomes is the number of ways that B occurs, because again, it's the condition that B happened. So we're only considering those outcomes where B happens. And if we divide top and bottom here of this fraction by the total number of possible outcomes, well, we get an interesting, elegant looking formula. We get the probability of A and B on top, because that's the number of outcomes corresponding to A and B, divided by the total number of possible outcomes. And on bottom, we have the probability of B, because it's the number of outcomes corresponding to B divided by the total number of possible outcomes. So, the probability of A given B is the probability of A and B divided by the probability of B. So in our case here, the probability that a family has 2 girls, given that they have at least 1 girl, well, that's going to be the probability that they have 2 girls and at least 1, which is just the probability of having 2 girls, divided by the probability of the given condition, which is at least 1 girl. Okay, well, the probability that they have 2 girls and at least 1, which of course they have at least 1 if they have 2, the probability of having 2 girls for a family with 2 kids is 0.25. The probability that they have at least 1 girl is basically the probability that they have no boys. Not 2 boys. So, not 2 boys, right? Not 2 boys means at least 1 girl. Okay, so that's 0.25 divided by 1 minus the probability of 2 boys. Okay, and here we're using the probability of not A is 1 minus the probability of A. So we're using that as another shortcut, as an aside. Okay, so 0.25 divided by 1 minus the probability of 2 boys, which is also 0.25. And so we have 0.25 out of 0.75, which of course is 1 out of 3, or about 33%. So whichever way you want to solve it, you get the same answer.